You guys, I'm stressed because honestly, it's the holy year of 2026 and we're still deciding to engage in situationships and to engage in hookup cultures that, by the way, completely destroy our perception of love and our inner sense of self-worth, and we're still engaging in that. I'm disappointed. I don't know what I should say. Like, honestly, in this video, I will hopefully give you the absolute ick so you can let go of situationships and hookup culture for good in 2026. Okay, basically, what is a situationship? Situationship is basically when you engage with another person in a romantic way, you're basically displaying all the characteristics of a relationship without the commitment. So you're basically acting like you're in a relationship, but you're not actually in a relationship. You might as well meet up, go on several dates, be intimate with that person, share deep secrets with this person, but there's never a label to it. It's called situationship, but in all honesty, I would much rather call it a delusionship. Because what is actually there to fall for in this person? This person does not want you. Because if that person would want you, you would not be in a situationship, you would be in a relationship with them. If that person wanted you, it would mean that you would be committed to each other, that you would be exclusive to each other. And that's the only thing we should aim for in 2026 and in the future in general. We do not want to engage in messy situationships. Have you not realized that situationships completely destroy your self esteem because you're chasing after a person, be it a guy or be it a girl? You're completely chasing after a person that does not want you. You're always confused. You're always waiting for their text. You are always nervous. You are always confused about when will I meet this person again? Do they like me? Do they like me back? Why are they not texting me? Let me tell you, if a person likes you, you would know. You would know. Because there's no way that if a person likes someone or a person wants something or someone, that they will not make it known. You're confused because he or she does not want you. I'm sorry to break it to you, but a person that does not want to commit to you does not want you. It's not a challenge for you to try to convince them of your worth, to try to convince them to like you, to make them like you back, because if you have to convince someone, if you have to chase someone down so bad just for them to realize your worth and respect you and actually end up being in a relationship with you, if that's how a relationship is supposed to start, then it's not gonna get any better from that point. Any day in the future is gonna get worse and worse because you're starting off with someone not respecting you, you're starting off with someone not seeing your value. What makes you think that this person would see your value in the future? It's crazy. It's nonsense. They will never see your value if they don't see it in the beginning. Especially in the beginning. Especially when you guys first meet. People, when they date, yeah, they want to show interest. They want to show empathy. They want to show effort. They want to show themselves from their best side. When people first know you, they want to show themselves from their best side in order to earn you. They want to put in as much effort, as much time as they can to earn you. That's what a person does when they really, really like you. They put in the work in order to get you. They do not ghost you all of a sudden. They do not engage with you one day and then be super cold and dry the next day. They do not play any hot and cold games. And also, hookup culture is so normalized these days. I don't get it. What's the point in hooking up with strangers online? Like, you're more ran through than a toilet. What is going on? Where is your self worth? Where is your self respect? I don't get it. Why do we engage in hookup culture? Why would we let someone touch our body that does not even know who we are, that does not know our soul, our authentic self? These people do not know who you are authentically. These people do not know your soul. Your body is what carries your soul. Someone not having access to your soul should be an immediate sign for you to say, no, I do not want this person to touch me. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to engage with someone that does not care if you die the next day? Why would you want someone to touch you, your holy vessel of your beautiful soul? This person is supposed to touch whatever protects your soul here without even knowing the soul, without even having the... No, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I know. There are several reasons why people end up in situationships or engage in pointless hookups. Oftentimes it's about feeling seen, feeling wanted, wanting that validation, always thinking that grass is greener on the other side. I have seen so many relationships fail because people always think that the grass is greener on the other side. Why is cheating, for example, so normalized these days? Why is it so common that people cheat in their relationships? Because hookup culture in situationships completely destroyed our perception of love. Real love is about supporting your partner, getting to know your partner, going with them through up and downs, getting to know who they are deeply at their core, and then building a future together based on love, based on trust, based on mutual effort, time, whatever. But they do not need any of that. You're basically trying to get all the advantages of a relationship without being in a relationship. You're trying to get the benefits of a relationship without having what it takes to maintain a relationship. So you're basically telling me you want a relationship with someone, like a sincere relationship, and you end up being in situationships back to back. Have you not learned your lesson yet? Have you not, like, oh my god, if people or situations still come into your life all the time, the same situations with different people, always ending in the same way, same situation, different people, same outcome, you guys really have to go inward. Why do we attract those things? Why do we attract situationships? Why do we not attract people that do want genuine connection? Because there's a part of us that needs that validation, that needs that ego boost, that needs that dopamine rush. Hookup culture and situationships are all about cheap dopamine. And this certain cheap dopamine is messing with your brain. So whenever you get something steady and something with a lot of stability, something that's healthy, you call it boring. You call it boring. If a healthy guy that is ready to communicate, ready to put in the work, ready to put in the love comes across, you find it boring. You're like, oh, I don't feel the spark with this guy. Okay, and did nobody ever tell you that that spark that you feeling, that those butterflies in your stomach are actually your nervous system acting out? Have you not realized that butterflies in your stomach are not a sign of, oh my god, I'm so attracted to them and they're so good for me? It's always the people that you deep down know will not be good for you that you have butterflies in your stomach for. It's always those people. You will always feel it in your gut. Listen to your gut instinct. If your gut instinct is telling you this person does not want a genuine connection with me, I will end up being hurt. They're trying to disrespect me. Listen to your gut. For something actually has to happen. It is not normal. And your body will know because your body is already familiar. Your body is familiar. And of course, your body seeks what's familiar and comfortable. You have to be the cycle breaker here, though. If you want something to change, you have to change. You have to change your perception on love. You have to accept the fact that healthy love might seem boring at first, but is actually deep down anything you ever desired in a relationship. Boring love is what you actually want. You're saying, like, I want a healthy guy, I want a person that respects me, I want a person that values me, I want a person that sees who I am, that knows my past, that I don't know, whatever. but you're choosing excitement over connection, validation over connection. Maybe there's a part of you that needs that validation. Maybe if I can get them to change, maybe if I spend long enough time with them, they will realize my worth. And if I'm staying long enough, no, it doesn't work like that. If a person communicates with you that they do not want something serious, if a person tells you that they are not open for a relationship, you leave. It is not your sign to stay and make them change their mind. You leave. You have you have the power in your head to say, I'm going to respect myself so much that I'm not going to engage even with the thought of entertaining someone that does not want a genuine connection with me. Why do we entertain people that are not serious about us? Why would you want to do that to ourselves? And then we end up thinking, oh my God, why did I not realize this earlier? I'm so dumb. Why did I believe in them? It's always the same outcome. And you're wondering, why do I always attract the same kind of people? Yeah, it's because your actions are still the same as before. You have to choose differently. You have to actually choose differently in order to attract different outcomes. It's like watching the same movie over and over again and expecting there to be a different ending. Doesn't work like that. If you do not change the way you act and you behave and who you allow into your life, you will always attract the same people into your life. That's it. So, why do we want to engage in hookup culture again? Tell me why. That quick validation boost? The feeling of someone wanting you real quick? Why would you wanna let people have access to you that do not know you? Why would you do that? The thought alone of that should disgust you, actually. The thought alone of someone touching you without even knowing your name should disgust you. Don't do it. It will be so hard for you to get out of that. Because once you're in that, once your brain starts being familiar, one person will never be enough for you. Because then you'll be the toxic one. You will be the one that will ruin good relationships because you think the grass is greener on the other side. You will ruin a good connection because you feel like one person is not enough for you. Do not engage. I'm all for try out different things and make your experiences, but if you are looking for a genuine connection, do not engage in hookup culture or situationships. If what you're saying, if you're being true to yourself, you would neglect people that only want to have fun with you would neglect people that cannot communicate with you would neglect people that do not want to put a label on you too, that just want to waste your time. You would not even entertain them. You would not spend any time and effort with them. You cannot expect a healthy relationship if you are just going to, entertain people that do not want anything serious with you. What do you actually fall for in a guy when you're in a situationship with him, or if you're just hooking up with him? It's not the person itself, it's always the potential that you have in your head. It's always the version of him or her that you have in your head about them. All those scenarios that you keep repeating in your head. Oh my God, what if they started liking me back? And what if they started treating me better? And what if we end up being married? Oh my God, no. That is not reality. Hey, keep being real in your head. That's why I'm saying it's a delusionship, because it's all in your head. It's not something that you're actually experiencing in your reality. It's just something that you make up in your brain to feel better about the situation. You have to look at a person for how they really are. You have to really look at this person and think like, how realistic is it that they would actually want something serious with me? You have to really look at this person and look at the way they treated you in the past. If they ghosted you, for example, if they, for example, canceled dates last minute, if you have to compromise all your needs and all that is really important for you in a relationship, if you have to keep playing small just in order to please them or to earn them or to make them happy or satisfied, then that person is not for you. They're showing you their true colors. That is who they are. That is who they are, and people do not change that easily. You cannot make someone change. If someone wants to change, it has to be because they want to change, because they realize that something is going on, because they realize that maybe, hey, this is not the way that I want to keep on living, I want to change, but this has to come from within. Because people can change you and you can change people. Maybe you want to change people, maybe you want to prove your worth so desperately, but really go inward and ask yourself, why do I want to prove my worth to someone else? Why do I want someone else to acknowledge that I'm valuable? Why can I not acknowledge myself? Why can I not tell myself that I'm valuable? Why do I need other people to tell me that? Really ask yourself. All this validation and dopamine that you're getting from a situationship and hookup culture, that is everything you can give to yourself. If only you would start looking at the mirror and be like, I'm the best thing on this earth, you would never even need a guy or a girl to tell you that you're the best thing on earth, because deep down you know. And if you would knew and if you were confident, you would not engage in this. You would never be like, oh, I'm so desperate to get their attention. No, because you're confident. You are whole. You do not need someone else to validate you. You do not need someone else to make your ego go this high or something. You do not need an ego boost. You do not need validation, attention. Give that attention to yourself. Stop giving people attention for free. Why do you even treat people that good? Like, maybe you're treating that person with so much love, with so much care. Maybe you're listening to what they have to say. Maybe you're listening to all their traumas. Maybe you want to be there for them. But why are you not there for yourself? Why do you not treat yourself with the same love, with the same attention, with the same effort, with the same care? Why do we only treat other people that way? Why can we not treat ourselves that way? Because if you would truly love yourself, if you would truly respect yourself, you would never even think about entertaining other people just because you can get any attention, validation, whatever. You would not need that because you can give that to yourself. It's like, we want to go on dates, yeah? But why do we rely on people to go on dates with? Why can't you just go on a solo date? Why can't you go out and have fun with someone that you trust, with someone that you know that loves you back, a good friend of yours, or maybe even yourself? Why can't you do that? Yeah, clearly, because they like you back, it's not exciting anymore. Honey, release that excitement. Really reframe it. What if this good guy that is communicating with you and telling you honestly what he wants, what if he's not boring? What if he's healthy and good for your soul? Let's reframe it. Let's reframe the narrative. It does not have to be boring. Maybe it's just healthy and good for you, and you're not familiar with healthy and good stuff because all your brain craves is chaos because that's what you're used to. Maybe you crave chaos because that's what you grew up with. Maybe you crave chaos because of past relationships, past friendships, whatsoever. But your past does not define your future. You can always choose different. You can always choose different for yourself. And if you're not happy about the outcomes that your past decisions led you to, then you are always free to change. You are always free to say, today I'm choosing different. Today I'm new. What happened in the past, I will leave it in the past. But the future is up ahead, and I can take care of that future. You do not have to worry about the future, but today's decisions influence you tomorrow. So choose carefully. Choose carefully who you spend your energy with. And make sure that people reciprocate the same effort and energy, because those people will be there when you're at rock bottom. Those people will be there for you. Not that silly little situationship that you kind of like, but they don't kind of like you back and you don't know what's really going on between you two. It's not that person that's gonna save you when you're at your rock bottom. It's the people that love you as much as you love them. Yeah. I hope by the end of this video now you're going to grab your phone and end this silly little situationship, and maybe you start respecting your body a little bit more so you don't give access to everybody on this planet. I hope you're really having the ick and you're finally choosing different because you deserve love. You deserve good things coming for you. You deserve all the good things. So make sure when those good things come across that you realize them and that you are able to hold them. Make sure when good things come into your life, make sure to appreciate them and not dismiss them because they are too boring for you. Anyways, I wish you a blessed day. Have lots of fun. Much love and bye bye.